Gaming companies be criminally liable for causing a gambling addiction in children. Gamers, welcome to Xbox Beyond the Box. I'm your host, Dragon Dust, and that's today's story. Gamers, if you would please hit that like, share, and subscribe button and tell all your friends about Xbox Beyond the Box. So, gamers, here we are, loot crates yet again. And what do we have at the center of loot crates? Well, of course, we have that hamster-humping bastard known as Andrew Wilson and his buddies at EA. Now, gamers, I brought up today's topic because, loot crates are basically in a lot of games now. And fortunately, a couple of countries are taking a stand. Finland and Belgium are both investigating EA over their loot crates. Now, I got to admit that when I heard Anthem was taking out the loot crates, and there would be microtransactions, I was a little piffed, a little mad, because, microtransactions are still bullshit. But I understand the company's got to make money. That way they can lube Andrew Wilson's ass up so he can shove whatever he's going to shove up in it. Hamsters, gerbils, I don't care. But nonetheless, I thought that was great. Anthem, no loot crates. But I did not pay quite attention to what else was going on around me. There were other games that still had the loot crates, the card packs and whatnot. Yeah, and I know some people are going, no, don't you take a shot at Madden. Madden could be a great game without fucking card packs, okay? And without you having to spend tons of money just to throw at a football game for, oh wow, I got a card. Well, happy for you. But nonetheless, I mean, when you look at it, loot crates are bad. I mean, they create a gambling addiction. And they shouldn't be played by kids. If you're 18 or 19, or older, you're making your own decisions at that point. What you do when you fuck up is on your ass. But teenagers, such as the 17 and down, and kids, most of them, for the most part, don't know any better. And add to it that their actions are also going to fall on the heads of the parents. And this is wrong on so many levels. There should be at least some kind of warning system that says, hey, this, kind of like what they do with smoking, but they need to put it on the front of the game, big fucking bold letters, in red, that says, hey, this causes a gambling addiction. Should not be played by kids or anyone who has addictive personalities. But unfortunately, no one's done anything about it. Finland and Belgium are kind of taking their sweet-ass time. Y'all need to hurry the hell up. But for right now, I kind of thought about something. In this country, we sue over damn near anything. I mean, some game developers have actually sued, YouTubers. And I got to thinking, parents with these kids who are developing these gambling addictions, who should have never been able to have access to this, should be suing the fuck out of Andrew Wilson, particularly him, because he's been the little bastard who's been spearheading this, and his buddies at EA, the ones that bend over and say, hey, Andrew, look, our ass is ready for you. But nonetheless, God, I've taken a lot of shots at him. But nonetheless, this is right here is where it really kind of makes me wonder, should parents be suing them? I mean, because let's face it, they wouldn't have this addiction so early in life if it wasn't for these games. And maybe it would, teach, Andrew Wilson and his buddies, if enough of them got together and said, hey, you know what, we're going to sue the hell out of you and take a little bit out of your wallet, because that's where Andrew Wilson really hurts. You could shoot that man in the heart and he wouldn't even faze him. Shoot him in the wallet, I think he'd kill over. But nonetheless, I think, in all honesty, loot crates are bad for kids. I really do. It is a terrible addiction to get a hold of. I played for a little bit, doing the little card pack thing on Tomb Raider, and noticed that I was starting to get quickly addictive and quickly dropped it. I fortunately don't have really any addictions. I used to write. I stopped that for a long time. Gaming, I don't do it anymore. I don't smoke. I don't drink. All that stuff. I don't do it. And now I have to look at the situation with those who are addicted, who have that addictive personality. That this can ruin their lives. And as a kid, this could set you in motion for really bad things going into the future. So gamers, I want to hear what you think. Should parents start suing EA? Because I know that's a slippery slope. I know, believe me, that because that leads to, suing for other things, and, kind of minute and minor things that, parents should control. But, gambling is something that, when you have access to it, that should be regulated, away from kids. That's not just the parents' responsibility. That's the responsibility of the game developers, too. But tell me what you think in the comments below. Do parents have a viable reason to have a lawsuit against EA over the gambling addiction? If so, let me know. Do you like the loot crates? Do you hate them? Do you think EA should get rid of them? Let me know in the comments below. With that being said, gamers, this has been Xbox Beyond the Box. I've been your host, Dragon Dust. Once again, talking about that hamster-humping asshole known as Andrew Wilson and his buddies at EA about the loot crate situation. Gamers, I wish you nothing but happy days and happy gaming. Oh, and to those out there on the coastline, man, I hope you all are staying safe. Y'all have a great day. Bye-bye.